Hey, what's up? I don't know why I'm documenting this, but it's 12 o'clock, and I'm gonna take my phone off of silent mode. It's time to get up. I didn't eat breakfast, but so this is my job. This is my duty. I was already in the kitchen. All right. So what I have to do is I have to take the compost out. Oh man, I can't turn this around. But anyway, this is what I do. I take a juice jug and I cut it open and I put every day the I guess the skin peels and stuff like that, or the fruits and vegetables, stuff that could be turned into compost. I take it into the backyard, and so that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna try to get in the habit of patrolling the backyard and front yard, more regularly. Just I hardly ever leave my on my days off. I hardly ever leave my house. I mean, hardly, hardly, hardly. Oh, my neighbor's playing music. Cool guy. So, so in 1 week, beginning Monday, so today's Friday, so we're talking about Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday, the HVAC people are going to come here and replace this, upgrade that, and put a furnace, a natural gas furnace. The gas company has already put a gas line from the street to the side of my house right here, and they're going to put the meter here, right there. And so that's going to power the gas furnace. And so let me show you what I do here with this compost. Let me show you this accident. That thing devastates me. My poor baby. But look, I dry my clothes. I have a washing machine. I do not have a dryer. And so I hung them up, but I don't think they would dry yesterday. This is the fire pit where I burned who knows how many hundreds of pounds of wood. I had a huge pile over there, even huger pile over there. I had a small pile here, so a significant pile there, and a pile here. And this is for Danielle's fault. He's gonna come and bring a chainsaw and cut this down, and take it away. And so this is the compost pile that I was referring to. This dresser was in the house when I brought it, and so I took it out of the house and used it for a compost pile. Those are some of the ashes. And this is what I do. And look, you know what this is? Avocado, 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 avocado. I eat so much avocado, and these are the seeds. And look, one is germinating. That means it's splitting from the cell. This tree right here was covered in what is it called? English ivy. They're very invasive. It's down there. It's trying to get a root again. So this one's clear of it. This one's now clear of it. The top is just smothering. I couldn't. My ladder's only so tall, so I couldn't get access to clear that up. If I could get a ladder tall enough to climb that up there and pull it off, the tree would look so much nicer to me. This one was covered in it, and I cleared that up. And look, they're trying to get it again. When I say they, I'm talking about the invasive plant species English ivy, and this is it right here. And you're gonna see, I'm gonna pull it up, and you're gonna see a bunch. It's like a runner. So you pull up one section, and you see where it goes. Look, so all this was attached to that, and if I continue to pull this, so it's a very invasive species, and I don't let it hit the ground. I put it like in where it's the roots cannot make contact with the ground. That way, it doesn't survive being uprooted. So I gotta either hire someone to just spend like 8 hours in my backyard pulling the roots of this up, or I gotta just continue to do this for like 3 days. Look at this. This is that invasive stuff, man. This stuff gets on a tree and they'll actually kill a tree. They'll smother it. It'll be wrapped around the trunk like 3 inches. Look, speaking of avocados, there's another seed. Oh look, this right here is poison ivy. This stuff burns so good. I can grab that because it's been dead for a year. That stuff burns like gas. Anyway, so instead of writing the book, this is what I do, get distracted. But if I can be very proactive with this, then I can clear my yard of this stuff. Okay, what I gotta do is I gotta save this tree from it, because look, it's already beginning to climb up. This stuff was covered in it. And on the very top, the camera probably cannot capture it, but it's the dead English ivy roots and vines that I could not reach and pull off. It's, oh, look at this. Oh, this stuff is, I can't believe how beautiful the weather is. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Damn vines. To me, it's like very satisfying to pull up. Okay. So hopefully, if Danielle and her father are okay, they'll come by with a chainsaw on Saturday. He lives somewhere else in like another city, but he'll come by, cut this up, get rid of it, cut those down into small pieces for either Danielle's fireplace, or he'll take it and then cut this up. And this actually doesn't bother me as much as that kind of does. For my property will be nice and clear. Okay, so anyway, I emptied this out. Gotta rinse this out. Oh, let me empty that a little more. I mean, that's lemons in there now. So, after I'm done, I'll clean this out, put it back up, make my daily smoothie. Then I need to go out. I need to have a social life, but I don't want to be out there too much. Look, let me show you what I did the other day. I did this like some time ago, but then I came back the other day and attacked it again. So I cut this with the machete to get rid of some of the trees because it was growing through the fence, and I didn't want it to compromise this fence further. So I cut it here, boom. And then the other day, this is much bigger. So I started drilling through with a wood drill because it's a big bore, and then I broke some pieces off. And so I'm gonna do it again at some point so I can get this ugly thing off. And I gotta actually kill this tree because look, it's growing again. And I don't want that. I don't want this fence to get compromised by a tree that's growing too close to it, that might grow through it. So I cut that off. I cut parts of the top of this tree off that were dead and covered in English ivy. This branch that was dying, I cut off. And those that were too close to the fence, this one I cut, this one I cut, this one I cut. You can see that this is getting too close to the fence and it was pushing it. And you can see the metal from the tree that was here, pushing against it. And so I don't want that. I want the fence to last. In fact, I want to get a fence in my front yard because my neighbors is encroaching on my property. They're renters and they're just some dumb motherfuckers. Anyway. Oh no, well let me just be clear. The ones that are renters are dumb, not the other. And my other neighbor Henry's awesome. Let me hang my clothes. Let me take my clothes. What's up with that sign? I don't know. Is someone yo, my best friends are like, yo, I think Jesse loves that car more than he's cool with me. Yep. I wasn't playing. Let me say what's up to Louis. Let me say what's up to Oso Mysterioso. Let me say what's up to Adrian. You know, who else? Who else? So my friends, my good friends get shot out. Tim LaPietra. That nigga's gangster. If people only knew. That dude's thorough. Damn, look. My clothes are still wet. As nice as the weather is, I guess I gotta leave this out here. Anyway, yeah, the towel's wet. I'm gonna go in the front yard. Let me take you to the front. Let me put this in, and then let me take you to the front yard. See, this goes right there. See this? My next girls are laughing at me at this. Not only my neighbor. This Jen laughed at me. She looked at this. She picked this up. She's like, "Yo, what are you doing with that? That's for babies. You know, after they have diarrhea or vomit." And I drive a lot. I'm on the road a lot, so I just bought this instead of. I felt like being healthy instead of getting Gatorade or stuff like that, or soda or Red Bull. I bought this and I liked it, and then I got it again. And so now I want to use it as a water jug, but I was being ostracized. My next neighbor, Danielle, she had enough of me. She said, "Oh, I'm leaving." And she saw that. This is my rinky-dink refrigerator. The tenants in the other property, they stay with my beautiful refrigerator. Okay. So this was taken out on the one in the front that was broken, and what happened was that some bugs created like a nest in there, and that was clogged. So I replaced that. And then when I replaced that, I had this one installed. I wanted one installed in the back, but they did it there, and I agreed to it. I got to get this more secure. I got to get either a metal cage one on the inside, so if someone takes this out, there'll be a more secure cage, because I don't want them to take the natural gas furnace. The guy told me, he said, "Yo, you're going to have a sign here, and you're going to have a truck here for natural gas for 3 days, and people may see that, and they be like, next week we get it, in 2 weeks we get it." But anyway, this is the house, very simple. And this, I keep trimming it like every 6 months. It's just like the third time that I trimmed it. The reason why is I'm good with the foliage above, but I want to see these. To me, these are legs on a woman. Like you want to see them nice, clean, smooth, and then I want to see these flowers. I took a lot of these from some of the side house over here, and from my other house. I transported them here and thinned them out, because over there they were just growing too much in the front. And so I put them here, and so I want to see these grow. So the way this was before, like maybe 7 days ago, the branches that were growing here crowded, so you couldn't see it. So this fire hydrant was painted the other day, and it was FedEx, probably for, I thought that was for my next neighbor. She loves shopping. No bills is good bills. So this is where they put the gas meter in. The gas line right here. Oh, look, you see the grass already growing. Damn. I thought it wouldn't be suitable weather for the growth. Okay, if I remember this, the blue is the water lines. Yep, the blue is the water lines, because this is the water meter, and it goes here to this, and then to the house. And this green one is the sewage line. And there was a problem because they were going to suspend the job because the electrical lines weren't marked. But I told the guy, I said, listen, the power line went from there to there, then they dropped it down here, and they buried it all along the side of this driveway up until the point where the meter, hold on, I don't want to capture my license plate. So it followed right along here, real close to the driveway, because that's the way my neighbor insisted on. He didn't want nothing on his land. And so then I told him that I lifted all these pieces, these broken pieces of concrete up, and they dug the trench here, and it went right there. And so then they was like, that's fine, we'll put the gas line now that we know where all the lines are. All right, so let me see. I live very, very, very simple, significantly simple. This is my little house. I gotta get external cameras. So on this property, people will know, like, oh, that camera, that house is up. It has some video security. I put these blocks here, so because I was getting landscaping a little bit a couple months ago, and they were running over this stuff. And so I put these here and rocks around it so these flowers will not get cut. These were transplanted from my other home. And so this right here, these trees, this tree was covered in poison ivy. Covered. You can see the poison ivy hairs where the roots adhere to the tree and climb up the tree. It was just covered in it. And this was all against the house. In fact, the shingles were pushed up and stuff like that. And so insurance was like, yo, you gotta fix that. And it was totally covered. Like this whole section was covered in foliage and leaves and trees against the house, on the house and against the house. And so I've been cutting this stuff, and the stuff grows, and I just keep cutting it. What I've done was I trimmed the branches so I can control the growth, and I cut this off. I cut that one off, and the other day I cut that one off. What I did was I took a drill, that drill that I described earlier in the video, and I drilled through it, and pressed down, used the crowbar. I got a 5-foot crowbar, and I pried broken. And it was the biggest roots I've ever seen of poison ivy in that ground. It was huge. Like parts as big as my forearm. I wonder what this is. Every time it rains, I see stuff come out of the ground, like whether it's glass, gets exposed. But I see a lot of stuff like this. I seen cushion, and I seen it was like someone put a couch cushion under a lawnmower. There's like so many pieces of it, and in this area there's broken glass all the time. I kept finding it, and I don't see it now. And look at this is some of the grass that I planted last March and April. It's growing still. That's what I want. I like plants, right? I like flowers. They remind me of women. And so when the flowers bloom, I take note of them and I put it in my Google Calendar. And that way next year I know, like, okay, March 16th, these flowers should bloom. And then the following 10 days, that tree blooms. And this tree blooms white flowers, and they fall, and it looks beautiful. So you look like walking around, you're like, wow, where these flowers come from? And they come from up there. Then you'll see stuff grow like back there. Flowers suddenly bloom. And that's it. I hope everybody has a blessed, totally blessed Friday. Except if you're a douchebag or scumbag. No, that's not. I don't hope you get a blessed day. I hope you don't curse anyone's day. Let's look at this. Just a James Guerra. Can you see that? Oh no, you can't see that. It's too dark. Let me see if I can block this off. There you go. Alright. So that's how I start my Friday. I must admit, it's an easy life. It's not very exciting. It's not action-packed. I am not living a crazy life. I'm living a very tame life. But it's just easy. Today, I should make it a point to go walk around and talk to people, meet people. But one thing I definitely want to do is I want to watch YouTube videos. And hopefully write some of this book, which I've been ducking.